It's about to get a little bit messy. Are you ready? Hi, this is Valerie and welcome back to Now Traveling. Today I am actually recruiting my beloved husband because today we're going to do a very special recipe for you. And let us know in the comments down below how you think our couscous turned out. Now the first thing you should know is that there are two meanings for the word couscous. One is the grain and the other is the Moroccan dish. Today we will be using the grain to make the Moroccan dish. We have started off with some salt, straight from Morocco, some pepper, and our typical Moroccan spices, ginger, paprika, and turmeric. Over here in the pot so far, we have the spices mixed with a red onion and with some beef. Here are all of our vegetables that will go into the couscous. And over here,
nothing but love.
Last but not least, we have the pumpkin. So we're gonna add that over here to the meat eventually to soak up the spices. And of course there will be couscous, and we'll show you how that all comes together in this edition of
Couscous.
Moroccan style. Here I'm gonna close up the pressure cooker. Now it's time to get the couscous ready. Gonna get it into this big, huge bowl. And the first step is I'm going to add a little bit of oil. This is olive oil from our trip to Portugal this summer. And that is to help the couscous grains to actually stick together. Now I'm gonna have to get my hands in here and mix this up, and I'll show you why we want it to stick together a little bit.
Go for it. Look at you go.
So now we're just basically mixing the olive oil into the couscous. As you can see, the grain starts to get a little bit more clumpy. So there are two different ways to actually cook couscous. Here we have this type of funnel that they use in Morocco. It's just kind of an aluminum funnel. You see there's a little hole at the bottom. The steam comes up into that hole. And we put that directly onto the pressure cooker, and I'll show you that. The other way to do it, and this is the way that we often do it too, is actually just a steamer here that has the little holes in it. And in this case, you fill the couscous just about an inch up in here, and it will also get the steam, but you put it directly over a pot like this. And the steam will come up in the pot and actually cook the couscous here on top. But in this case, since we're using this pressure cooker today, we're going to just fill it up with couscous, and the steam is going to come through that little hole and cook the couscous in here. This is a fine grained couscous. It's almost like sand. And so the reason we wanted to add the olive oil before is so that the couscous doesn't all just fall through that hole, that it has some kind of consistency. So we remove the cover off of the steamer part of the pressure cooker, and then we put this on top. And now that's gonna cook like that. And meanwhile, the pumpkin and other vegetables are waiting their turn in the pot once the meat starts to get a little bit more cooked. Let's go. So we're taking some of the steamed couscous off. This is the first round. There will be 3 rounds total. And so now the couscous is out, but it's still like really kind of hard and dry. So we're gonna add water to it. It was my late mother-in-law who taught me how to make couscous. Her trick was to, as she was making the couscous, to always say Bismillah, which means in the name of God. So I like to still do that today. But it's still not ready yet. If you were to eat this, it's really kind of dry and kind of tastes like some sawdust right now. So we're gonna add it back into the steamer and put it back onto the pressure cooker. We've just added the turnips, the carrots. So you add the slow cooking vegetables first.
Straight from the garden, nothing but love.
Round 2 of preparing the couscous grain looks a lot like round 1, in fact. And here we go on round 3 of the couscous. Now you can see the couscous is nice and fluffy. Individual grains have soaked up all of the moisture now. And the vegetables are done. So this is a nice bit of coriander. We leave it whole at the top of the couscous. And then you can see all of the other ones that are mixed in there, including, of course, the pumpkin. Now it's just time to serve this up and get it on the table. And here comes the pumpkin. It's time for the finishing touches. And we put the cilantro on top. All right.
Bismillah. Saha.
Saha. In Moroccan, that means to your health.
Thanks again to my wonderful husband who was recruited into this, into this
Enjoy.
project. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.